Hey everybody, Dr. Adam Mead here. I want to take a quick moment and go over a simple technique of myofascial release using a lacrosse ball to address that common area of tension that most will experience, which is discomfort between their mid-back, shoulder blades, all the way into their traps, and many times going all the way to the neck due to tension and stress that we've built up over the years. This is a common area that most patients tell me where they carry the majority of their stress, but it most commonly builds up over time. This many times comes from areas that we use repetitive motion and stress in through our workday. Many times comes from old accidents, whether it be from sports injuries, car accidents, and really one of the key things is poor posture. Many individuals come in with what we call forward head posture, where their head, their ear, and their shoulders are no longer in good alignment and they're holding down and forward throughout the day. That extra 2 or 3 inches takes the weight of our head and makes it feel like we're carrying an extra 30 to 40 pounds. Now take that and add it to all the time we spend in front of computers and our phones, and many times all we're doing is dumping gasoline on the fire of all this tension and stress we experience. So a quick way and an easy way to apply this relieving technique is the use of a lacrosse ball. So you'll be able to take this lacrosse ball between you and the wall and roll out this muscle tension. So I first start off right about right below the head of my humerus in the middle of my arm here, and I'll take the ball right on my back, roll over my shoulder blade. So I'm now in that groove. Once I've got off the groove, I'm on the border of my shoulder blade. If I roll too far, I'll be on my spine. So I'm in that groove of muscles from my rhomboids all the way to my traps. And doing a simple wall squat with that pressure applied, you can roll out that tension and stress to your own comfort level. More is not necessarily better, but being able to get in there and roll the muscles out, you'll feel a gentle release of tension, many times instantaneously. To take this stretch to the next level, you can also pull your arm across your body, both stretching that muscle and rolling it during this myofascial release. Sometimes it's a little intense to start off with, so you want to build up on this. I would say roll up and down into this region at least 15 to 20 times and go to the other side. Even if one side is more painful than the other, you want to create balance when you're doing this technique and do both sides while rolling out the muscles. So when doing this technique, once you've hit that point of going back and forth at least 2 to 3 times, I would recommend then going through one last time and finding 1 or 2 of those more tender spots or what might feel like a knot in the muscle and holding pressure into it. When you're starting off this technique, I would hold for maybe 5 to 10 seconds. If it's too intense or increases pain, back off because you might not be ready to release the muscle with that intensity. But once you feel comfortable enough to hold that position right into that muscle, spasm or knot, you can hold it for up to about 20 to 30 seconds, and putting pressure into the knot over time will help release it. Now, this is something you can do daily, actually multiple times a day. I would recommend at least doing it 3 times a day and throughout the day to work on these muscles. This tension and stress didn't show up yesterday, and it's been from years of tension, stress, and scar tissue building up to the muscle. But every time you get in there and roll it out, you'll get closer and closer to an end result of more motion, less pain and discomfort, and many times even better flexibility. So I would do it on that pattern for at least 30 days, and then just make this part of your normal routine throughout your week to address the tightness and tension. You can put a little face on yours and make it a little Wilson so you don't lose it and have a Wilson moment. But this is a...
Wilson! I'm sorry! I'm sorry, Wilson! Wilson, I'm sorry!
But this is a great technique for you or anyone around the household that needs to get that stress and tension out of their shoulder blades. Other key things are continuing to work on your posture. The traction and stretching you're doing in the office and many times at home will help relieve the tension in the neck and upper back, which refers most pain to the shoulders and traps. And being adjusted is equally important because the lower 3 bones of your neck at C5, 6, and 7, when the nerves are irritated, they will cause the pain to be inflamed and radiate to those muscles in those areas of your back and spine. So many times foam rolling and using the lacrosse ball are great techniques for the muscles, but if you don't improve your posture and you're not getting adjusted, you won't be able to complete the whole process of restoring the back, the spine, and its function overall. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, concerns, let me know. We have these balls all around the office. If you need one, let me know so you can start this technique at home. Take care and be blessed.